We're live. Hello, everybody.
AI news directly to AI news.
Directly to AI
Coming
news?
soon.
Wow,
Go
all right.
nowhere else. It is here.
Don't you worry.
We'll
This
drink
is where
more.
you get all of your AI news. I hope somebody out there just like they only get. I know we only have like 3 listeners, and really just one if you exclude family members. And so I don't know that. Yeah, Fiddler.
Oh yeah,
Fiddler.
Fiddler's
I'm
sister
Case.
listens. That's true.
Oh yeah. All right. Have we
I'm
codenamed
Fiddler.
your sister yet? Have we codenamed your sister?
No.
9117, obviously.
Very good, yeah. Simple to remember. So easy to differentiate the different people. You always know it starts
This
with
is worse than
911.
AI. Some of our podcast managers believe it to be worse than if it was generated by AI.
Is that an owl or a bear that you're drinking out of?
An owl.
Neither.
It's an owl bear.
Raccoon. Oh, a chipmunk.
A squirrel.
Squirrel.
Squirrel, obviously.
In the chipmunk family.
Obviously. Yeah, that's
chipmunk
good.
family, yeah.
I mean, is that true?
I don't know.
guess so.
Yeah,
I
they're a
I
descendant.
guess they are. They're all
geniuses.
rodents, I suppose.
I'm
Yeah.
no genius. Genus.
Funny.
Genus.
Yeah.
Genius.
Really funny.
Very good.
Thank you.
By the way, believe it or not,
Thanks,
that was not generated by
ChatGPT. That one was generated by AI.
I thought that was original.
I would like to claim that was generated by AI, but it was not, sadly.
I've been seeing a lot of comments on the YouTube channel, and I'm just gonna ask the question.
What
This
YouTube
is
channel?
for
Our
you,
YouTube channel?
Yeah, Case and Molecule. There's been a lot of chatter lately, and the fans want to know.
Yeah.
Are you adopting a child?
We already adopted a child. Thank you very much. Our dog tour is doing great. I'm glad you asked.
That is excellent to hear.
I don't know where you might have gotten that idea, Fiddler. I don't know where you would have. I have not spoken to any adoption agencies, not even 2. I have not. As everybody knows, I would be the perfect father. I've been told that many times.
Yeah, I think that's why you're getting a lot of that feedback from the fans.
I think the first thing I would do is design an AI father for the child. Needs to grow up right from the start with AI, you know.
Would you now you have a daughter? Will she be forced to have an abortion?
She actually tied her own tubes.
She did.
Whoa!
And she's tatted up to signify this. She's the only one in our family who has a tattoo.
Well, if you're gonna get a first tattoo, it's usually best to stick to the face.
She went straight for the vaginal region, and she's strong feminist, so she did the female sign.
What do they call that? What do they call that? Vaginiliation. What is that? When you put it on in your vagina. What is it?
Do you know the word
Vajazzling?
vagina, honey?
Vajazzling. I know roughly where it is. Is it vajazzling?
Sometimes I feel like he's just like tickles my butt, and I think he's out of place.
I don't know. You're complaining in those moments. Anyway.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, I think it's called vajazzling. Vajazzling.
Right. A new term for the listeners of the day.
I think I first heard it 10 years ago or so.
I think we're making your brother blush, Case.
You think my brother's listening?
Bejazzling.
He does happen to be one of the listeners. That is true.
Yeah. Now, is that an AI created term, or is that an original one by you?
Neither.
That's definitely a thing.
Yeah, that's been going. I've heard about that like 10 years ago, maybe longer.
Look, there's Lemon now.
Yeah, Lemon's not
White pawn it.
Yeah, speaking of bejazzling, there's our dog.
Dog turn. She's upset.
You met her. You know how great she is. Yeah, it has been.
She's upset.
I'm surprised we're even capable of potting.
It's true.
But here we are. You're welcome, listeners. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You braved the storms just to talk to you.
Parenting tips, please join the pod.
I have plenty of parenting tips.
Only if you have a daughter.
Look at you learning new terms.
Yeah, that's the new term, not bejazzling. Speaking of that, did you see that they brought back the dire wolf fiddler? Did you see they brought back the dire wolf, which has been extinct for I don't know how long, but a while, I think, a couple thousand years maybe?
I was doing some Googling,
HRing.
and I did some HRing today. Yes, it's quite a bit of it. A little more than I'd like to do.
For those of the listeners who don't know, it's a resourcing of humans is what he's talking about. He likes to resource humans, even in his spare time.
Yeah, I might even do some HRing tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm sure you will.
I did have a bit of a short HR day, as I had to go to the DR. Not Dominican Republic, it's a doctor. You know what happens when you go to the doctor?
Let me guess. Your fifth heart attack.
No! They're like, make another appointment.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yes. Have you got this done before? No, I've never heard of it. Come back, have an appointment. What about that? No. Well, come back for another appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And charge you for each one, and you just have to be referred to the next specialist and the next specialist. Yeah.
I'll tell you something else. Go ahead, Fiddler.
I got some pills.
Oh, nice.
I have to take them once a day.
Oh, nice.
Anally.
You wish.
Administered by 9012.
At least it's not 9017.
I think secretly he wishes it was.
That would have been a close call.
All right, well, I don't want to ask you anymore because I'm really worried about your health. I thought I would die before you, obviously. I mean, I assumed they would, and then now looking like that may not be true.
No, that's why he's taking the fucking medicine. Jesus Christ.
Speaking of how terrible doctors are, I had a friend.
What kind of medicine is it?
It is.
Don't make him say. Don't make him say.
You
don't have to say if you don't want to. You don't have to say if you don't want to.
I know it's. I know it's.
Down? It's de-homosexual pills. It's unhomosexualizing pills.
It is not an unhomosexual pill. It is a good guess.
Some radical religious fucking therapy that the 912 found.
They when I went to the doctor and I got a blood test, they found a little Catholicism in my blood. And they said to get rid of it.
You take a little too much of that blood of Christ. You stop. Just come back on the blood of Christ.
Fingers crossed. It will work.
You got to stop giving priest hand jobs. I've told you this over and over again.
My hands are rough.
That's what they love.
A rough ride.
He knows the terminology.
I don't know, right here people like the left. I mean, what is going on?
So anyway, yeah, they brought back the dire wolf.
Thank God, that's right. That's what I was trying to change the subject off of. I'd rather talk about what pills Fiddler's taking than the fucking dire wolf.
Exactly. Now we're back on track.
Just let him get it out.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it'll catch a bad case of malaria and back to extinction.
Or measles.
Exactly.
It's more likely these days.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it's true that, like just changing a couple fucking, genetic lines or whatever, but changing nothing about the environment it's supposed to grow up and it's supposed to have evolved into. You know what I mean? It's like insane.
Yeah. You also
different.
Something I've been wondering, probably on both of your minds as well.
Oh, I'm sure. Obviously, go right ahead.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, when will the direwolf be a pet for humans?
I mean, when AI and CRISPR combine.
The CRISPR.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, that's what Nestle, those Nestle Crunch Bar does. That's how they make it crispy.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you put in the CRISPR. Yeah.
They genetically modified it to put like rabbit toes inside of it.
Well, the original candy bar is very soft and very lifeless. So you have to modify it to come up with like a little bit of toffee or something like that. Yeah, it's got to be GMO.
Yeah. Shove it in the CRISPR.
GMB'd.
Those direwolves are rather cute.
You just look up direwolves.
Yeah, and this is a bit of a personal question.
Yeah.
But I'm going out on a limb. I'm asking it.
Good,
if either of you, and this is a question I would like an answer from both you separately, if you were to adopt a direwolf, or excuse me, when you adopt a direwolf, what color will you be adopting?
He's really on this adoption kick, isn't he?
This is the closest thing to a game that we have today. So let's not just ignore it out of hand, molecule. Okay.
That's not true. I didn't create a game, but maybe.
Oh, you did. All right, nice. And this is the closest thing that we have to a script and end script. All right, that was all. That was a great script. I think that really sort of tied in.
Very natural, didn't it?
It tied into the theme of the podcast and everything,
Very well. Yeah.
By the way, this is episode 70. And listen to all 69 episodes to get the perfect script. I think it did a great job. I feel like our acting went up a notch. Everything was just timed perfectly.
Well, spring is in the air.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Molecule, let's play that game. Do you really have a game, or was that only part of the script?
You'll find out shortly. That's also part of the script. Keep talking.
Part 2 of the script. Good Lord, just send it to me.
No, I have a game. You want to play it?
Yeah. I mean, I was going to talk to you more about the plants and how, what would be entailed in bringing plant life back. Maybe would that be easier than animals? Like bringing back plant life? Would that even be harder because the environment really has to be almost perfect for that sort of thing, even on Earth, right? I mean,
what are you are you talking like Jurassic Park right now?
Yeah, basically. I mean, probably not. I think that's a little too far back. But there's a lot of things that have gone extinct in the last 50,000, 100,000 years. Neanderthals. That if we could
very good enunciation.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I'm part Neanderthal. I'm right here.
Everybody is. Yeah. Everybody is.
Amen.
I'm a larger part than most.
So if you take that into account.
Okay, at least my mother is. I didn't ever sell my soul to.
Yeah, thank you for correcting yourself.
23andMe, but
yeah,
because my mother did, half my soul is sold.
Yeah, if they got your mother, your father probably did it too. He might have. He's got a good chance of having done it.
I mean, he actually was really into genealogy, but I kind of don't see him doing it. But I could be wrong. We haven't spoken in a decade. So, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, well.
That's why you save for the pod.
If
you're going to say something to him right now, what do you say?
And that is the end of the second half of the script. Thank you. That was awesome. That was a great script. All in all, part 1 was a little less dynamic than part 2, but I really liked it all. I think the whole thing was perfect.
Q 9119. Molecule's dad.
I'm starting to think, I could be wrong. I'm starting to think this is getting a little confusing. I don't. Maybe it's just me.
No,
I think it's you. I think your mind is a little focused on the direwolf.
Guys, don't worry. We had 2 listeners. Now we're down to 1. And I'm the one. So we're good. We're golden.
Good.
Nothing improves the situation by talking about how few listeners we have.
Yeah. Molecule app. It helps on Twitch.
It works for TBTL. They said they have tens of listeners, and
We're not-
they actually have way more than that. So
Well, we can say we have several, and still have even less than that.
several potential listeners. Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. Oh wait, we're back to 2. Congratulations, everyone. And I'm sorry for that person.
All it took was talking about the listeners, and they came back.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
they're done. I'm back to
Yeah.
1.
Maybe
Back to 1.
yeah.
Now that's a good podcast.
Back to 1. That is a podcast. Anyway, so
That is a podcast. Apparently, he
I
doesn't
meant the
think
good
it's
podcast. I meant the good podcast. It's much better than ours.
And we lost our last listener.
Should we talk about
You know-
the giveaway?
Oh, we should.
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk about the giveaway, Fiddler.
We are giving away something very special to a
Okay.
listener. And I think we said it was going to be a type of a raffle.
Okay.
So everyone has a equal chance of winning.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay,
And
go on. I do
it's
occasionally
very-
drink during the podcast, and I might have missed this entire thing. And it's possible.
It's possible.
Well, you did miss the podcast last week, Case. Me and Fiddler were on.
I didn't, because if I did, there was just not a podcast, is what you're saying. You guys met and talked as if there was one, but nothing actually got casted.
That's what he
Yeah.
thinks. Go ahead, Fiddler.
Yeah, we did have the podcast, and Molecule and I really brainstormed something that I think would be good for every listener.
Well, good. I applied this. I need. Well, it seems like more of this should happen. I want you guys to talk about. I know you recognize. I do so much work on the pod already that, like, why include me? You know, I get you guys just figure out content to just bring it in. You know, you don't need to include me on it. You know, I'm overworked already on the pod the way it is.
Yeah, and it's probably good. Molecule, I guess we should just say it. I mean, we were just talking about how much you do for the podcast. And
Okay.
that's
That's
how we
odd. That's an
secretly
eerie
met.
coincidence.
I secretly met to talk about this sweepstakes of sorts.
Okay.
For
so can
our
I
listeners.
play too, or am I part of the sweepstakes?
Yeah, I mean, you could. You might already have what we're giving away.
Okay.
And keep in mind, podcast listeners, you have about probably better than a 50% chance of winning. So
Exactly. If you want to know more about that, there is a math minor here with us who can work through that
You
comment.
always find a way to work that into every episode of the podcast. Yes, I have a minor in mathematics. I'm humble about it. I don't think I'm better than someone who has a major. I'm not. You know, I never implied that was the case. It's definitely not how
math
I feel.
monkey, math.
I'm very humble about having attained a minor in mathematics. I'm humble. I'm very humble about it.
Yeah.
So.
Now, would you say what was your youngest age when you had memorized all the multiplication tables?
Memorize the multiplication tables. I never did it.
Yeah,
I think I was in
figured
like
out.
3rd grade because that was like a whole thing.
I
think I was in
see.
3rd grade.
I came up
Third
with a
grade.
formula.
I'm gonna say
Figured it
3rd
out.
grade.
Now, do you prefer a short or long division?
Long.
Your long division.
That's
Yes, you obviously, yeah.
I love it. You make the little bracket and then you put all the numbers underneath. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, decimal
That's called
places.
nominators and denominators, Molecule. I'm sorry.
No, it's not, honey. This motherfucker. This is why he's a math minor. Not
He's
me.
trying to. This is a classic trick of a math minor. Trying to throw in denominators and numerators. We're talking about long division.
Wow.
He's on your tricks, fool.
3 steps ahead of you. And you count to that.
Yeah, get your twisted boards out tonight. Left foot yellow.
You guys fell for it. You guys are so easy. You just fell right for that. I was a gimme. That was a little gimme. I was like throwing that. I was putting it up on the fucking plate. I was like tossing it. You just took a full swing at it like an asshole.
Why don't you go ahead and announce the sweepstakes?
It is everyone gets a single entry.
Right, of course.
There will be a period of time where we'll randomly select one of the entries.
All right.
And the prize will be grand.
Grand?
Grand. Large.
It's a grand. He's going to give away $1,000.
It'll be a grand.
$1,000 to the listener.
It won't be money.
Whoa! Thank you, Fiddler. Yeah, everyone give my hand. I mean, this is gonna change someone's life. This will change someone's life. 5,000 would have been better. 5,000 would have been better. I'm just saying, but the 1,000 is great too.
Grand prize.
And the grand prize.
Yeah. Wow. I am touched. I'm not eligible. I'm considering myself not eligible to win, and I'm very touched by the generosity.
This is why I can't be a elf shopper. That's the store that we won't mention the name of because I'm not eligible.
Talking about, but go on. Why is that?
And
go ahead. Squirrels.
We're giving away squirrels.
Exactly. Stop back to squirrels.
I
had a problem today with the store that will not be named. I had a problem today with the store that will not be named, and so let's not name it. But yeah, I had like an issue today where like they tried to get me to care about something that I really just do not care about. You know, so it's like.
Can we call it the Stock Boy Bazaar?
Okay, yeah, if you want to. Bazaar as like a place to buy things, or bizarre like it's weird?
No, like a bazaar, like the place to buy things.
Okay, that's why I wasn't sure. I thought you said that, but I wasn't sure. Okay, what are we buying at the Stock Boy Bazaar?
The Bazaar, Stock Boy Bazaar. Go ahead.
They tried to get me to care. I don't want to get into details exactly what it was, but they tried to get me to care about this thing. And I recognize that they care about it, so but that's all. I can't care about it. I recognize that they care about it, so I want to do my best to help them. But I can't change the fact that I do not personally care, because they've attached whatever this thing is. They've attached nothing to it. I don't get any points, which translate to a raise or something out of it. You know what I mean? There's no incentive on my end. I already think most things are just, it's ridiculous that people care about, but this thing in particular, it's like I have no incentive to care about it. So.
Does you caring about it as opposed to not caring about it impact your ability to execute on what the...
Thank you HR man. I mean, you're right. I guess that's true. The start of it is that like they think that because of me not caring about this thing, that's why I wasn't able to do it 100%. But the fact is, the nature of the thing is that sometimes I'm just gonna forget to do it properly. You know, so it's like I'm trying, but I also I can't pretend like I care, and I don't. You know, but I'm trying to do it because I know they care. Some people seem to care.
Save this for your therapy session.
I'll talk to Coach Ward about it. Good idea. Yeah. Anyway, it's like, well, I can't do it. Things barely matter in real life. Never mind in this, like in a shelf in a store.
If this helps,
go on. Yeah.
You mean Stock Boy Bazaar? Go on.
Yeah.
You can give a good hand job without caring about it.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of that.
Could you give me intimate details about that?
He's talking about his priest, and now he got a little bit too much Catholicism in his blood.
It's being diluted, one pill at a time.
Molecule, where's this game we keep hearing about?
Okay, it's a quiz, of course, because that's my style. And,
of course, you're the quiz girl.
It's going to entail each of you going back and forth and trying to answer questions as may be the case. Case?
Case.
And Fiddler? And the first
Okay.
question has arbitrarily been chosen to go to Fiddler.
All right.
Ready.
Okay. According to the recently proposed Stop the Squirrel Menace Act, what would become mandatory in national parks?
Oh, what would become
You could just-
mandatory
you-
in
you
national
could
parks?
Just, you could just guess it, and
Yeah.
then you get 2 points, right? Is that still in effect? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That is it's kind of easy.
Seems like it should be
I just-
easy, right?
Yeah. It's, do you want it into 3 or 4 words? What is the is there preferred
I would
for
like it.
answering?
I would like it in 7 words, actually.
7 words. Oh wow.
Oh, wow. 7 words. That's a lot.
I didn't realize that. That's a bit of a tongue twister.
I mean, you can say, I think that. That's already 3 words. I mean, if come on.
Yeah. I'm kind of leaning towards C, but for the listeners,
It is a good strategy, actually.
yeah. For the listeners, let's hear the choices.
Okay.
The only flaw in that strategy is it leaves me with 1 in 3 chance instead of a 1 in 4, and that a completely random guess.
This is the AI show, not a Math Fighter podcast.
Thank you, Fiddler. Your choices are A, squirrel sensing sunglasses.
Whoa.
B, acorn inspections at park entrances. C, squirrel-free zones with tiny fences and squirrel-repellent speakers. Or D, pet hawks to enforce nut neutrality. Nut neutrality.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it's a little tricky there. It's all those seem to be more than 7 words.
That is not correct.
Well, I originally was gonna think C, but it's so hard to build little fences, especially.
The squirrels aren't building the fences. It's the human beings that are building the fences.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We've
I'm
been waiting
gonna
a long
go-
time for a squirrel to build a fence.
I'm gonna go with A.
Squirrel
Choice
sensing sunglasses.
Yeah, it's correct.
You should have stuck with your gut. It was C.
Wait, what about me?
What?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I thought I was supposed to be able to guess.
would you have chosen C? You have to have the honor system.
What was it? What was it again?
The fences.
Yeah, the fences.
Yeah, I would have chosen that. I would have. I would have.
You know what? I actually
really did.
believe that you would have, and so
I
you get.
would have. I would have. I really would have.
If I thought
was
you were
gonna
full
guess
of
that.
shit, I wouldn't give you the point. But I'm pretty
No,
sure you
I was gonna guess that because I know it wasn't fucking sunglasses. You gotta be an idiot to guess that. No offense, Fiddler.
I'm an HR professional.
Pop a pill, Fiddler. Pop a pill.
I'm already taking my Doritos.
Damn it. Okay, good job, case study. Very intuitive. Okay,
This calls for a celebratory vape.
moves on. He's got marijuana in like 7 different forms, except for flower. Swear to God.
How dare you?
Okay,
Air our dirty laundry like that.
case. What unusual requirement
Fiddler's
is
turn.
hidden? No, it's your turn. What
I'm
unusual requirement is hidden in Florida's Let the Kids Learn Outdoors Act?
Oh shit. The kids have to be outdoors for 6 hours a day.
Is that your answer?
No, I want to hear the answers. Let's hear the
Okay.
answers.
Children must lick 1 toad per semester for immune enhancement. B, field trips must include tree whispering exercises. C, teachers must dress like park rangers during testing. Or D, every child is paired with a raccoon accountability buddy.
The last one does fit along your apparently hatred of squirrels and raccoons and things like that.
I love me. I love squirrels.
Well, I mean, the slant of these two questions is like how horrible. You know, gotta keep the raccoons away. Oh, you gotta keep the squirrels away.
I see. Yeah, sure.
So if there is some sort of a theme to your quiz, which you never tell us if there is or not, but this one, I'm gonna go with D because I believe it does fit along the theme of what Arlo thought the quiz was or should be. I'm going with D.
That is incorrect.
Oh, damn. I had this whole theory. It was only 2 sample size. That was the problem. 3 would have been a better sample size. Sorry to flaunt my math minor in front of you guys.
Fiddler? You would like to steal?
I would. The NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship is today.
Oh,
correct.
Nice.
And,
Okay.
if the Gators win, then I win
EA
the bracket
Sports.
against Case.
Oh, congratulations.
If the Gators lose?
Then Case still might win. I'm not sure. But his team's out as well. So
I see. Well, in that case...
Ooh, see what he did there?
I select A.
A. What was A again? He doesn't even know. Ask him what it was. He doesn't even know either.
I'm hoping A is the correct answer.
You're selecting A. The children must lick one toad first semester for immune enhancement.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
That is correct.
What?
Yep. Good job.
What?
Thank you.
Was Arlo just making this up?
That is
double A tournament.
Wow.
Okay, 1-1, Fiddler. Your question.
It's crazy.
All right.
What's the real intention of the so-called Furries Act proposed in Texas?
I smoked too much.
Oh my God!
That's not true.
Would you please talk to the mic in that way, like the entire pod?
I think I smoked a little bit too much. I don't know.
Ooh, it's like ASMR.
A.
Doing it for me.
I could go.
M. R.
Fiddler, we might.
Oh, Fiddler! It looks like you want to stay, buddy. It seems like you want to stay. All right, next question, Molecule. I don't want to do ASMR for you. I don't have ASMR minor.
I already fucking read it, motherfucker.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't. I need to hear. All right, something about. What was it about? Oh, I really did smoke too much weed.
Well, it's not even your question, Fiddler. Would you like to read it again, or do you remember it?
Well, I remember the question, but I don't remember hearing any of the selections.
Well, I wasn't sure if you just knew the answer.
Very good. I like that. You're kind of reading my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, hit me. You know what? For funds. Hit me with it.
Okay.
Yeah, for funsies.
The real intention of the so-called
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Wow. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, poor Lemma. Jesus Christ. Okay. The real intention of the so-called Furries Act proposed in Texas is about A, give tax break to dog groomers, B, ban anime, C, outlaw students role-playing as animals in schools, such as barking and tatting tails, or D, declare Garfield Mondays unconstitutional.
Ooh, it's a tough one. I can see the wheels turning.
It makes sense to stick with the theme of the day, which is A.
Giving tax breaks to dog
He
groomers.
knows
Is that the
A's
final
gotta
answer?
happen sometime. He's got a better chance of A hitting now already because A was not the last one.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
So close.
All right.
Very close, but no cigar. Case, would you
Let's
like
hear
to steal?
Let's hear them again. I think I know what A was. Skip that. I don't care.
B is ban anime. C,
Okay.
outlaw students role playing as animals in school, such as barking and having tails.
Right.
And D is declare Garfield Mondays unconstitutional.
It's definitely C. I think I remember the story. It's C.
That is correct.
I remember hearing about this. It was
Very
it's very
good.
silly because as soon as you ban students from barking, you're gonna hear constant barking at the fucking school. It's just a dumb thing to do. Right? I mean, it's silly.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right, so it's 2-1.
Wow.
Whoa. And it's my turn. It's my turn, mofos.
Damn.
There are 2 more questions. So everyone hold their seats. Unless there's a tie, and then there's a final tiebreaker question.
Okay.
Obviously. That goes without saying.
So, case study.
Yes, it is mine.
Okay.
This is my question.
Okay. What did the state of Oklahoma try to mandate as the new state bird?
Ooh, it's a tough one. Go on, let's hear the choices.
A, the finger wagging goose. B, a drone shaped like a pigeon to represent progress and surveillance. C, the sonic drive-in seagull.
Birds don't
Or
exist.
D, the crypto falcon.
I'm going to take a page out of Flitter's book and go with A, because A has
Damn!
not been the right answer yet.
That is incorrect.
Oh, again, it's not the right answer.
And I also want to inform you both that A was the answer for the one about the children must lick the toad, 1 toad per semester. That was A.
Oh, that's true.
So I don't know
That
what
was-
you're on about this whole A thing.
That's book too much.
NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that's what I was
right.
thinking about. Yeah, exactly. Yay, sports.
Fiddler, would you like to steal?
Take
Yes.
a ball, grab that ball, get it into that hole.
This could tie the game.
Or zone.
So, is it the Oklahoma tried to mandate as new state bird a drone shaped
Right.
like a pigeon to represent progress and surveillance,
AKA B.
or C, the sonic drive-in seagull, or D, the crypto
AKA
falcon?
the Soggle. Crypto falcon
That's
is
a
a
good-
Crypto.
So drone shaped like a pigeon.
Crypho.
The sonic. He's trying to throw you off. Don't listen to him. The
Oh,
sonic
I've heard
drive-in
it. It's a
seagull
Crypho.
and the crypto falcon.
Otherwise known as the Soggle and the Crypho. I mean, if you're hip, you know. If you know, you know. No cap.
You know.
No cap.
Choice C.
Oh!
You don't even remember what it is, do you? What animal would that involve?
What did you like to know?
Animals. There's animals in this? There's animals in this?
A pigeon, a seagull, or a falcon?
All right. I remember now.
Excellent question. Molecule.
I just need to confirm that you understand which choice you're picking.
Oh, I understand.
I'm
It's
assuming
choice
B
C.
is pigeon. D must be falcon.
The rats in the sky, the pigeon? Oh, I didn't pick that. Did I?
Mike Tyson would like to have a word with you.
All right, you're going with C, the seagull.
You damn right. I'm not going
The
with the rat in the
seagull.
sky.
Seagull.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, it was the pigeon.
It was the pigeon. That's right.
I knew it all along. I was trying to give you a sporting
Rats.
chance.
Oh,
Couldn't
rats.
even pull out a
No.
1 and 3.
There's no rats in this
Little
quiz.
rats with wings. Pigeons.
Okay, well, Fiddler,
Yes.
it's your turn.
All right. Well, let's go.
Did you forget we were playing a game? Because I almost did.
Okay. All
Make
right,
the
so
dream work, molecule.
This is a long question, so I need you to really concentrate.
Oh,
Put on your
shit.
thinking cap.
You know who you're talking to.
He's been HRing for a long time.
What legal action did the ACLU take recently in response
Lawsuit.
to Trump's immigration tactics using Alien Enemies Act?
Oh, sorry. that's the right
Is
answer.
this for me to answer?
Yeah.
Might have been the right answer. I thought it was the short answer. Might have been the right answer.
Legal action the ACLU recently took in response to Trump's immigration tactics using the Alien Enemies Act.
That'd be
geez, I'm
chapter
kinda-
14. Chapter 14.
Are you sure? Oh boy, this is a mind bender.
You could ask for the answers and choose 1 out of 4.
Ah, I like that idea. Well,
I think you might have forgotten about that.
What was that? Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, let's hear the answers.
Okay, let's hear them. Okay, is it A, your guys' favorite response? Launched a podcast called What the Fuck Governor?
Whoa.
WTF Governor, you know.
I see.
PC.
What
B.
was the question?
No, I'm right.
Podcast?
I'm not writing it again.
Podcast is one of the answers? What? We're on a podcast.
B. Whoa, my God. Mind explosion.
Save it for the pod.
Save it for the pod. Filed
Whoa.
class action lawsuit to stop deportation based on historic old laws. Or C, opened
That
a
was just
sanctuary.
B?
That was B. Opened a sanctuary roller derby monument. Or
Oh, that
D,
sounds
built
awesome.
a paper mache statue of Ruth Bader Ginsburg to protest.
RBG, aka RBG.
Yes. She
Wow.
was a Supreme Court justice, Fiddler, if you're unaware.
Oh, I know who RBG is.
What's her full name?
Ruth
Roy G.
Bader
Biv.
Ginsburg.
There you go.
No hyphen.
Yeah, that's very good. It's good. As good as well.
A.
It's always
Oh.
with the A.
He loves that, eh?
Your choice is A, launch a podcast called WTF Governor.
A podcast.
That is incorrect. Case, would you like to steal?
What did he choose? What did he choose?
A.
You chose A.
That's what I was saying that too at the same time, so I thought it was me that said it.
It was that's because it's a good choice.
It was.
The
It really
tournament's
was.
on tonight.
Case,
The Blue Devils are out.
if you, yeah, I know it's amazing. That's why
I got a personal message from one of our listeners who wants to know what the question is. I don't know. I mean, you should be listening, dude. I say let them just hang it away.
Yeah,
Maybe
let
they
it
want to know.
flounder. Exactly.
Okay, for our listeners, Case,
Yeah, right. I mean, not me.
what
know what it
legal
is.
action did the ACLU take recently
Right,
in response
right.
to Trump's immigration tactics using the Alien Enemies Act?
Oh my god, starting a podcast would have been the fucking lamest response. What are you doing? Oh, we're starting a podcast. We're really gonna get to it. We are solving this whole thing by starting a podcast. That. How you gonna stop global fucking food shortages? You know what? We're starting a podcast. That's how we're gonna solve it, motherfucker. Starting a podcast.
And you
That
have
one was
10
obviously
seconds.
wrong. Now, part of the hearing the question, I don't know if I was clear about this, is also hearing the other answers. That part of what the listeners
Okay.
need to hear. Yeah. I know it's not A.
It's not A. Okay, let's go to B. Filed
Yeah.
a class action lawsuit to stop deportation based on historically vague laws.
That sounds like the right one. Go on.
C opened a sanctuary roller derby monument.
As awesome as that sounds, that's ridiculous. I would like to see that.
Or
but-
D built a paper mache statue of Ruth Bader Ginsburg to protest.
Fedor, do you remember when we took a bunch of mushrooms and went to the roller derby?
I do remember that, yes.
Yeah.
And RBG was there, wasn't she?
She sure was.
I think somebody was dressed like her or something. One of them was like,
That's
it was
fun.
weird. Huh.
Not
Okay,
Before that-
no more
before
delays
that-
case.
We went to the chocolate by the bald man. And Fiddler had no idea that there was like a little person working there.
Chocolate
I saw.
by the bald man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's called. It's like a
It's
knockoff
little,
it's a knockoff of Willy Wonka.
Little Oompa Loompas working there.
They were
Really
literally
not
they're-
bald.
No, it's like a chocolate factory inside, and there's little people that work there. And it's all like kind of like make believe, fantasy. They can't make it too much like Willy Wonka; they'll get sued. So it's not quite Willy Wonka. It's a whole different mascot, but it's it's like there's little people. And we were sitting in there, and I said to the Fiddler, I was like, "Hey, there's Oompa Loompas in here," and he's like, "No way!" And then I walked by his face, just like.
And you guys
Like
were
the
on mushrooms?
Yeah.
Like the clouds are in the sky, the Oompa Loompas are in the shop.
I don't know what that
They were working.
Really deep.
They were working. I mean, they were working. You're right. They were hired as like waiters and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I got us all tickets to the roller derby. By the way, the tickets were amazing. They were literally on we almost get hit by the roller derby girls. We got tickets on the.
I've been to roller
on the
derby.
side. We didn't sit in the seats. We sat like we had tickets to
On the court. Yeah.
on the court.
Yeah. That's where I was too.
Me.
That's the way to-
Fiddler,
that's the way to do it.
911-2, 911-10 and 911-11, who we haven't talked about yet on the podcast. Those are they live in Seattle. They live in Seattle.
Very easy to remember.
Their day will come.
Yeah, we'll get to them one day. We have
I
the
believe you
worst.
stalled
There.
long enough.
Yes, I believe it's C. I believe it is C. They filed a class action lawsuit. Boom. Of some sort. I said it at first. I say it again. You seem to be implying that it's wrong. I'm standing by the answer. I really want to live in a world, in a universe where it's the correct answer.
You just gave me two contradictory things. That is not a choice. So would
I
you
mean
like
B.
to...
B. I mean B, of course. B. B is the lawsuit answer. B is the one I believe. The word believe has a letter B in it. The first letter.
Is correct.
Correct.
Good job.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, wow. Very
I
nice.
give myself a hand. I'm giving myself a hand. Yeah. was pretty good.
That means that
I pull ahead 3-1.
Tonight's winner.
All
Well,
right.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you can't win. You can't even
You
tie.
win a raffle ticket into the raffle.
All right. What was the prize again? What was that prize again?
It's
$1,000. No, I can't take it. I do not want to.
The prize is grand, and it will be announced on the next podcast.
Wait, are you a grand piano? That's even more than
It
a
is
grand.
grand.
Wow.
It is
We will
grand.
not have a piano in this household, so I don't know what to think.
I will play it. Just fair warning. I will play it.
Well, what if he wins the prize? And the
I
prize
am
is-
terrible. I have no
Then-
musical ability whatsoever,
I
but that
will-
does not stop me from playing the piano.
I will
It's
rent
bad.
a pickup truck just so that I can slam that motherfucker out onto the streets.
Driving a little too fast. The door's not quite secured. Yeah, I hear you.
Forgot to put the tailgate up. You know, it happens.
AKA musical abortion. Thank you.
Yes, we can call it that. My music, my choice.
You'll call it a musical miscarriage, which has a little more alliteration, but it's not quite true now, is it?
Ooh. It sure isn't. Unless a coat hanger was involved. Too far?
Not yet. Still in
Not
there.
far enough.
Yeah, we got a little ways to go. It's good we get almost to the line. And I don't know that, sometimes we're over and sometimes that's hard to see when you're that close to the line. It's hard to see.
It
So
hasn't been
Fiddler-
crossed.
Fiddler, I want to go ahead and put you on the spot, so this is recorded. We would like to come visit you.
Whoa.
Whether
Whoa.
whether you attend the turkey festivities or not, will you be available post? Thanks.
I don't know, we can talk about this right after the pod.
No,
I
I'm putting
will.
him on the spot. That's the
I
point.
will be available. You two are both welcome.
Thank you. Thanks,
Stay
buddy.
as
I'm
long
sorry
as
to
you'd
put you
like.
on the pod. Sorry to put
And
you on
there
the
is
spot.
a new bed to be slept in.
Oh
What,
my
you
God,
got
we're
another
totally
new one?
Oh, no. It's new from what you've experienced.
Oh, yeah, obviously. I thought you got an even better one or a worse
Fiddler,
one.
you have
Anything would have
time.
been okay.
You have
Yeah.
quite a bit of time to make that dream come true of a new.
Now,
bed.
you are notorious on the podcast here for like having a terrible guest. Your bed that you and 911 sleep in is, of course, perfect. It's an amazing bed. It's not a $30,000 bed, but it's pretty. It's up there, right?
I would say that bed also could be replaced.
So, you're notorious for your terrible guest beds, in which you made me sleep on the night before I was to meet Molecule's mother and sisters for the first time.
Would you?
And
would
you've
you-
never had a better relationship.
Do you feel
that's a
that
good
actually
point.
is true? Do you feel
That is
confident
true.
enough to say that if we hate the bed so much, then you'll switch with us for night 2?
No.
I
do not
have
request
no
that. I do
confidence
not
in
want
saying
that.
And
don't
of
want
course,
that. I wouldn't
912
agree to that.
can sleep with us, of course.
Is the bed big enough for 3 people? I know ours is, but is theirs? I'm not convinced.
Only time will
You
tell.
got a queen size bed, right? I imagine.
Oh, baby, do I.
Yeah, that's big. I took you as a queen size bed man.
Oh, you took me correct.
A little small
Okay.
for our liking, but we'll
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, it's not a California
That's
king, but that's all right. Yeah, hey, it doesn't. Not everybody can have that.
we don't have a California king, honey. We just have a regular king.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there a difference? I don't even know if there's a difference.
Yeah.
Good
How
try.
many,
Yes,
how many,
there's a
how many
difference.
days would, how many nights would you two be spending here?
At least
Who would you
14 or
like to know?
15, maybe 30. Yeah. Less than would be required to get legal status of living there. Don't worry about that or anything.
We're thinking in the ballpark of 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
Is that acceptable?
Yeah, of course.
I know you secretly want to way more. You could say, hey, I thought you guys were going to stay for 2 weeks. It wouldn't change
2 weeks.
anything.
It does seem short, but hey, you two have jobs, so.
Right now, for sure.
Yeah, you'll
Currently,
be
yes,
retired.
currently.
We can just.
Yeah,
all
you will be
come down
retired,
for-
right? Oh no, you won't be retired. We don't know anything about the timing of it.
Right, exactly.
I mean, sorry.
You mean dad.
I
You
could be
mean
working
dad.
forever.
You mean dad. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That was a joke.
We're talking,
One
obviously,
day
we're
I
talking
will
about
keep-
2020. We're talking about 2028.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Did you think that we meant Thanksgiving this year? No.
Yeah,
of course
yeah.
not.
I obviously I thought it was in 3 years from now. Something like this. Thanksgiving.
Technically 2029.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't
I
think
mean,
it'd be
we don't
so-
even. Let's put it this way: one year after, whenever you decide that you've had enough, you know when that's going to be. Maybe it'll be 3 years. Maybe it'll be 7.
If there's anything that I remember about Case, it's about his ability to plan. So it does not surprise me at all. He's been planning. He'd be planning this for many years in the future.
Yeah, I mean, are you hearkening back to the time he sent googly eyes as his only true thing that he needed?
Oh yeah, don't you need more boxes? Okay, I'll get another box.
Maybe this maybe the weed, but I'm feeling targeted. I'm feeling targeted right now. You guys are picking at me. The comments in 4 minutes, and I'm feeling targeted at the end of
And
this.
may I also
Googly
mention
eyes.
this bag of googly eyes has still never been open.
Yeah, I firmly believe that Fiddler stole the googly eyes when he was here, thus thwarting my entire plan.
Yeah, he's been looking for those googly eyes.
Yeah, we're gonna see a googly eye on the accent wall. Suddenly, 3 googly eyes. They're like, "Oh, I bought my own bag of googly eyes." Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, I did. Busted. Don't look in the medicine cabinet. Do not look there when you're here.
I just saw 911 too.
Oh yeah, I see her too. 912. Oh, what a
Oh, yeah,
pleasant,
there she is.
Oh, cameo,
For our
cameo.
listeners, it is a rare
Non-speaking walk-on part.
and enjoying her very happy house with her
She knew,
lights, her Christmas
she
lights.
knew the podcast was
And
ending
her-
in 3 minutes. She had to get in for the last 3 minutes of the pod. She was like, you know what? I know it's ending in 3 minutes. I gotta get over there. Now you need to do a walk-on non-speaking part in the podcast. And she did.
She
pulled it off
does. She does
perfectly.
want to be a guest. She is kind of was personally waiting for an invitation from Molecule, but no pressure.
I know she
we'll
would
see.
never go on the pod. I don't know why, but she would never go on the pod.
Yeah, just waiting for the invite. She prefers it to be formal, but yeah, it's whatever. It's no, it's feel no pressure at all.
So
This is,
she would like an actual thing to be printed up and mailed to her.
We can
Whatever
make
it
that
might
happen.
be. Whatever you think is formal.
I mean, let's
would
try
be-
it. Can't hurt, right? It can't hurt, Malls.
Right.
Oh yeah, and that fancy cursive.